Okay, good evening and welcome to this session. Uh, in this session, I will demonstrate how to conduct a complete systematic literature review using three powerful tools. I believe that we are all familiar with ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is relevant here because we can use it to structure and write the review. We will also use Rayyan AI. It's an AI tool that's good for screening your studies. And we are also going to use Zotero, which will help us in managing our references. So I briefly introduced these tools in the last session. So I'm going to use these tools to practically see how we can leverage them to write a good systematic review without compromising academic integrity. Right. So let me start by sharing my screen. All right. So I believe that you can see my screen here. So what I will do is easily I can simply go to um, so before we import our data, before we do anything, we can start with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can help us refine our research questions. It can help us, refine our topic and our research questions. So ChatGPT is very useful even at the planning stage of our research. So I hope that you can see my screen. All right. So we move on. ChatGPT, like I said, is helpful at the planning stage when you are refining your topic and your research questions. So you can, for example, ask ChatGPT to generate research questions on the topic that you want. For example, let me say I want ChatGPT to generate, sorry, um, generate um, let me say two research questions on corporate governance and development, sustainable development goals. Let's say this is my research my research topic is corporate governance and sustainable development goals. So I can ask ChatGPT to generate two research questions for me. So if I hit enter, ChatGPT is useful here. So you can see the research questions that it has generated. So we have these two research questions. Uh, One, how do corporate governance mechanisms such as board size, ownership concentration, audit committee effectiveness influence firms' contributions to sustainable development goals across developed and developing economies? This is a very good research question. Again, what is the role of corporate governance quality in enhancing firms' sustainability performance, particularly in achieving SDGs, such as climate action, SDG 13, and responsible consumption and production, SDG 12. These are very beautiful and fantastic research questions. So you can see ChatGPT can help us, but this is just the beginning. You can also refine these questions. If you don't want them, you can refine them as ChatGPT is even asking here. If you want, I can refine this further into systematic review ready questions using PCOS, spider frameworks, or tailor them specifically to the Nigeria or African focus studies. So if you want, we can tell it to refine it to into a systematic review ready questions. Okay, so I can say refine this into systematic review questions using Pico or Spider, whatever. So refine these questions using the PCOS Right. Let me say using the PCOS is especially useful for those in the medical sciences and also other pure science, this thing. So these are some of the these are the questions now. It says, among firms across developed and developing economies, how do corporate governance influence the achievement of sustainable development goals? So for PCOS, we can look at publicly listed and non-listed firms across developed economies, developed and developing economies, the intervention exposure, like corporate governance mechanisms. And then the C for comparative firms with weaker or less effective structures or variations in governance attributes and outcome firm level contributions towards SDGs. So, and S stands for study design, empirical quantitative studies, panel data, cross-sectional, longitudinal. All these things, are what are relevant. So look at our research questions now. This is the research question number 2. What is the effect of corporate governance quality on firms' sustainability performance in achieving sustainable development goals? So these are very beautiful, brilliant questions. So assume that I want to go with this question. So already I have my questions. So all I need to do now, I know my topic. Then I can simply move to where I can simply go to database that I want to use to find my topic, to find my sources, my literature sources. So you can use Web of Science, Scopus, PubMed, or any of these databases. Choose database that is relevant to your area. So for the purpose of this illustration, I want to use sciencedirect.com. So I'm just using Science Direct as an example. Maybe this is the database that you want to use. So if you go to Science Direct, it's easy for us to search the articles that we want to search. So here I just search corporate governance, sustainable development goals, and you can simply search. So if I click enter, look at the results that I have here. I have 46,281 results here. 46,281 results. This is much. We cannot review all these articles. So we should include our criteria, okay? We must narrow down our search so that we reduce the number of paper that we want to use. And we want to focus on studies, for example, that are most related to these two concepts. So let's say I want studies that only focus on corporate governance and sustainable development goals like this. If I put them in quotations, it means that I will be looking at only studies that relate these two variables together. So if I hit enter, you see I've refined my search. You can see that the number of hits have reduced from 46,000 or so to 2,795. This is good. At least I have reduced the number of articles. And I can look at these things further and see what filters I can use to reduce them further. We can use many filters. For example, we have review articles here. Is it review articles that we want? Maybe we don't want review articles. Maybe we want only articles that are research articles. So if we use research articles, you can see the number of hits has reduced to 2,306. And maybe we want to focus on only studies published in the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years. We can give our criteria and justify why we are using these articles. So for purpose of illustration, assume that I want to use only studies published in 2026. You must have a good reason for using whatever number that you are using. So if you come to this place again, you have more options to filter your articles. You can filter them in terms of the types of the subject areas, in terms of accessibility, whether it is open access or this. So I want to focus on only open access articles. So here you can see that I have only 100 articles. So assume that I have introduced my criteria. We must have this criteria before we start, searching for articles. So if we are happy with this, and this means that we are only reviewing 100 articles, then we can download them directly from Science Direct. So if we do this and we select all of these articles again, and then we select all, go to this and select another 100. So it means that we have selected all the 100 articles now, and we can export them to Rayyan. We can also export them to what do you call it, to Zotero. So I want to show us how we can import this to Zotero. So first of all, let's just export these articles that we have identified. So export. If I go to export, I can export it in any of these formats. So, but I want to export it using this bib text. All right. So my articles, so these are basically the reference, the titles of my articles. They are already there. They are in my downloads. So what I want to do from here is I can just go to Zotero. Let me just open my Zotero account. So I search, open Zotero. Now, if I go to web library here, I have the list of articles. If I had some articles here, it will show. If it doesn't, so now I want to open a new upload, I want to upload new files. So I can upload new files, or I can upload new articles directly. I can import them from what? From BibTeX. Okay, I can import articles from BibTeX. Right. So let's say that I want to add new items file. I want to upload this file. So if I'm uploading these files, go to my downloads. This is what I have. If I click enter and open, it will be added directly to my articles. But before I do that, let me just delete what I already have here so that you see how it works. I want to delete all these articles so that I will have new set of articles here. All right. So I'm deleting all these so that I have nothing here. Right. So I simply go to this and upload my file. So if I upload the file, it's in my downloads, Science Direct. So it's uploading. It's uploading my files. So just give it a few seconds, and then it will upload all your references. Just a few minutes. So what we have done, what we have done basically is to import references. So we already identified the articles that we want to review, and then we kind of downloaded this, not the full articles, the references of these articles. Okay, we have downloaded them, and now we are uploading them to what we are uploading them to our Zotero. Okay, I'm sorry, I should have used import. Sorry, I should have used import, not the add here, not the plus here. I should have used import function. Okay, so that's good. So if you can see, what we have here is that already we have imported all these references from what? From our Science Direct. So these are all the articles, and it's just nice. So all the 100 articles are already there. We are going to delete this because this is the original file that we uh, added. So just delete this. So when you count, we have 100 items already in our Zotero. So what we can do with this is good, Zotero. can help us in managing our references in many ways. But I want to keep it simple. What I want to do with this is that I just want to generate references of these articles so that when I'm conducting my review, I will ask ChatGPT to focus on only these studies that are in my what that are in my references. So what I will do is I can create bibliography here. So bibliography using APA 7 edition now. So if I come to this, so I have other options, but let's say I want to use the APA 7th edition. Now all my articles now are supposed to appear here. So what we have here is that all my articles now are going to appear here. All right, so we can also highlight all of this. So just looking at it. So all my 100 articles, and then I can create bibliography. So all the articles here, now I have them in APA. So this is what I like to do because this is beautiful, and you can change the reference style into any any format that you want, right? So let me use this. Let's say I'm okay with this. Then I can copy. I can copy this my references and then open Word or something. I can paste it in Word just to save it in Word. Let's say I want to, okay, let me call it references. References. All right, so this is my references as I copied it from Zotero. So you can see everything is intact. Everything is intact. So nobody is going to accuse you of doing wrong references or something. So you can see that our references are all here. So what I'll do is I will keep this. I'll show you how to do when I'm writing my background or introduction and I'm writing other sections of my paper. I will tell ChatGPT to reference only this article. So I'm going to upload my list of references to ChatGPT, but you can see that I have my references well organized here. Let me save it. All right. So I will stop here for now. In the next video, I'm going to show you how we can also upload, import these articles or this file that we downloaded from our Science Direct to Rayyan, and show you what we can do also with that.